then. Why don't we go through introductions so we have an official record of everyone that's on the call. Kenny, do you want to introduce yourself first, and then we'll ask the commissioners?
Sure. I'm Kenny Arlich. I'm the chair of the commission.
Walton?
Good morning, Dalton Johnson, out of Missoula, commissioner. Robin, I'll pass it to you.
Robin Scribner, one of the new commissioners.
And Superintendent Arntzen. Superintendent Arntzen, if you're there, if you wanted to introduce yourself. Moving on, for the record, I'm Jenny Stepp. I'm the state librarian. Erin?
Good morning, everyone. My name is Erin Fashway. I'm the state GIS coordinator.
And Melissa. Ooh. Looking at your agenda, this meeting is to request action from the commission to approve a round of off-cycle Montana Land Information Act grants. This grant cycle is funded with remaining dollars from the $250,000 that were originally budgeted in the FY22 Montana Land Information Plan. And so this allows us to more fully expend those dollars previously budgeted. The priority for the off-cycle grants is the collection of public land survey system points. This was a priority that was recommended by the council for the use of these off-cycle grant funds and approved by the commission when you approved the revisions to the land plan at the end of last fiscal year. So this action from the commission today puts those grants into motion. Erin, under her leadership, requested out-of-cycle grant applications, and you have those applications listed in your meeting information. And so the request for you today is to approve the recommendations from staff based on the recommendations from the council and recommended in the land information plan for this fiscal year. And with that, either Erin and I are happy to answer any questions.
Jenny and Erin, this is Kenning. I just have one question. For the Stillwater County proposal, it says the recommendation was to fully fund and increase from the original requested amount by $6,359. Do they have a plan to expend that additional amount?
Yeah, that's a good question. So basically, we had we wanted to expend the full $250,000, and the nature of these PLSS grants is there's always more information to collect, and we've been working with Stillwater County for a while, and I contacted them and asked, I said, if we have funds remaining in the 250 budgeted amount for grants this year, could you expend an additional 6,000? And they in fact could. And they said easily. This was probably going to be the start of a multi-phased grant. And so they are ready to increase their collection points.
Okay, great. Thank you. Anyone else have questions? Then if not, Jenny, can we move to call for approval? So I'll entertain a motion to approve this slate of grants.
Kenny, I'd like to make the motion to approve the grants as stated.
Thank you, Dalton. Second.
I'll second it.
Thank you, Robin. Any further discussion? Okay, hearing none. All in favor, either raise your hands, well, or say aye.
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 Any opposed? Any abstentions? Okay, great. Thank you all.
And I just want to note for the record that it looks like Commissioner Taylor is trying to join. I see, looks like the audio is struggling to connect there.
Jenny, do we have any further business today?
No further business from staff.
Okay. All right, well, thank you all for joining for the short meeting.
Thank you.
Happy
Thank you.
Monday. Thank
Happy
you.
Monday.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye. Thanks so much.